Later this month, Tim Wilkinson will take to the world stage in the 2019 Ultraman World Championships, where he will represent Canada in a grueling 515-kilometer race around the Big Island of Hawaii. This unique event will test athletes' physical toughness and mental strength as they race in 3 disciplines over 3 days. Competing in Hawaii at this level has been a goal of Tim's for 39 years now, and after recently qualifying for Worlds through Ultraman Canada in July, Tim's lifelong dream will soon come to fruition November 29th in Hawaii.
Ultraman is, as it sounds, just the word Ultraman. It just screams curiosity to me, and that's what drew me to it. It's a 3-day stage triathlon. Day 1, you swim 10 kilometers, and then you ride 145 kilometers. Day 2, you ride 275 kilometers. Day 3, you run 84.4 kilometers, 2 marathons. Each day you have a maximum of 12 hours to complete the day. I was 9, almost 10. It was a Terry Fox run, and my dad asked me, "Tim, do you want to go run in this race?" And I just love sports, I love running. And I got to the finish line and I thought, wow, this is amazing. I love running. I'm going to continue this. This isn't going to stop. It was a connection to Terry Fox. My mom had passed away just over a month prior, and I knew I was going to continue running because it was inside me now. When I was 9 years old, watching TV in October, looking back, it was a bonding moment with my dad in October watching the Kona Ironman, and I thought, that's absolutely cool. I didn't know anything about triathlon, but I knew I wanted to do one someday. And I talked to my dad and I said to him, "Dad, how cool would it be to race in Kona?" And he said, just looked at me, "Someday, Tim, someday." And that was the end of that conversation. Fast forward to 2004, when my dad wasn't well, he was in the hospital, and one of the last conversations we had, him and I, nobody else in the room, and I said, "Dad, you gotta fight, you gotta keep going, you gotta watch me. You gotta watch me race in Kona." And again, same response, "Someday, Tim, someday." And it just flooded me with memories of watching the Kona Ironman on TV, and I can't believe it's here. Less than 4 weeks from now, I'm going to be racing in Kona. For you, Dad. People don't normally tackle an ultramarathon without doing a marathon first. I was 17. There's a race coming to Lake Cowichan. It was run around Lake Cowichan, and the distance was 50 miles, 80.46 kilometers. I later found out that I set a Canadian record finishing the ultramarathon. I was 17, youngest in Canada to complete an ultramarathon. Ultraman Canada was a goal race of mine. It's been years that I've been thinking about it, contemplating, can I have the time, can I make the time, am I going to get the support? And those all were yes answers. I had my one crew member, John Barrow, it turned out he had his computer on him, his watch. He ran almost a marathon with me. He didn't have to, but he did. There's about 2 kilometers left, and I said, "Come on, John, let's go." He goes, "No, this is you." A couple of corners away, there's my other crew, Derek Kircher. Seeing the finish shoot, he grabbed my hand. We ran together, arm in arm, hand in hand, and seeing the finish line, knowing what I had done to this point, not only on race day, the previous 2 days, but 13 months of concentrated Ultraman Canada training. My wife is my number 1 fan. I call her my Sherpa. I'll go out for a long ride, 5-6 hour ride, and she'll just ask for safety reasons. Where are you going? What direction you going? How long you gonna be? Will you be okay? Do you need me to come out and meet you somewhere with an extra nutrition? Things like that. She's a rock star.
Well, it's pretty cool to see his drive, and it makes you motivated to see how hard he's training and working out and the sacrifices that he's making. And it just makes you want to do better for yourself. It's good because it keeps us all active as a family. We're always walking the dog, going out for hikes, and just making sure that the girls see an active family, so that way as they grow older and into adults, hopefully they'll carry them and they'll see that being active is the way to be.
Oh, my wife's never crewed for me. This is as close and up close and personal she's ever been to my races. I've been doing triathlons for more than 15 years. She's always been on the side cheering me on, but this is the first time she's going to be right alongside me.
It's going to be nice. I'll be happy once the race is over. It's stressful figuring out what's going to happen, what's my role, making sure everything goes okay, and Tim said roll with the punches. So hopefully everything will work out and I'll be relaxed, and he'll do awesome.
Our girls are incredible. They see this as normal. Just this morning, when I told them that I was leaving, they asked me, well, they knew I was coming to Victoria, but they asked, are you riding to Victoria? Like it wasn't a big deal. Just like, I equated that to asking, are you taking the dog for a walk? And they just said it, are you riding to Victoria? But keep in mind that it's over 100 kilometers to here, and they didn't bat an eye at it. They come to my races, they're always cheering me at the finish line. Lots of times, just after transition, I always run past them, and I will, no matter how well I'm doing, I will stop and I'll give them all a kiss because they're there for me.
Having fun as a family, making memories, making sure that he's safe and he doesn't get hit by a boat while he's swimming. And that he's training and he wants to do something that he wants and loves.
Racing in triathlon takes a lot of time and commitment and support of family and support of your circle. Up until a few years ago, I didn't know who was in my circle. I knew my wife was in it, my kids were in it, but beyond that, I didn't know who my circle was. In the last few years, people started showing up. They were in my circle already. I just didn't know it. I get the start lines, I chase finish lines. I do it for self-satisfaction. I don't do it for glory. Yes, everybody wants to get compliments, gets pats on the back and acknowledgements, but that's not why I do it. I don't chase podiums. If I end up on a podium, great. I'm happy. But it's not my reason. My reason is just self-satisfaction. I do it because I want to. I feel physically strong. Mentally, I'm strong. Emotionally, I am rock solid. I am not going to waver. I know my goal. I know my purpose. I know what I'm going to do. All that's left to do is time to execute. In just under 4 weeks, I'll be racing in Kona, racing Ultraman World Championships. I say that because I'm just in awe. I'm in awe of myself. Not toot my own horn, but this is what goes on in my head. I've wanted this goal. I've chased this goal. I've chased this dream for 39 years. Think about that for a minute. 39 years. I was chasing a dream. I didn't give up on this dream. I'm gonna get to the start line, and as I always do, I give one of those to my mom. I give one to my dad. They got me here. They taught me not to give up. Chase your dreams, chase your goals. It's gonna happen. I can't believe it. I'm still in awe. I'm racing in Ultraman World Championships. I'll be representing Canada. It's an honor to represent your country on a world stage. Never have I thought that would happen. Representing Canada. I grew up with a few phrases that I wished and hoped and prayed that I could use. One of them was punch my ticket to race on the world stage. Guess what? I'm doing it.
After years of training, Tim Wilkinson's 39-year dream is about to become true on November the 29th in Hawaii. An impressive sport and an even more impressive Canadian athlete. Let's get out in your community. Let's support athletes like Tim. My name is Cam Smith with ISN. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you on the field.